So you just got the new iPhone, maybe it's the iPhone 12, maybe it's the 11, and you have these 3 cameras, but are you using them to their potential? The zoom functions on these cameras is insane, and I noticed that most people don't actually use the zooms correctly. So in today's video, I am in Cozumel, Mexico, and we're about to go for a morning swim, but all day today I'm gonna be talking about how to use the different camera setting functions so that you can take epic photos and videos just using your iPhone. So the iPhone has these 3 lenses on here, and they're different focal lengths, which is kind of hard to explain, but I'm gonna talk to here and show you on here. This is the 1X, and this is a 26mm focal length, but if you drop to the 0.5, that is a 13mm wide angle shot, and then this 2X is really tight, and that is a 52mm. So 52 divided by half is 26, divided by half is 13. And those are the different options for what the camera actually does.
All right, Zach, you fuck with the new iPhone, but I want to hear why it's that much doper. What can you get with the new iPhone that you can't get with any former model? And what features does the new iPhone give you that you would otherwise need to buy a much more expensive piece of technology to get? Let's talk about it.
One of the reasons this iPhone and this technology is so epic is because it fits in your pocket. You have 3 lenses, which would usually be a huge camera. It would be a body, it would be like maybe even camera gear with stabilization, a gimbal. But with the iPhone, it literally fits in your pocket and can go with you on the scooter really simply. So I've been on probably about a 20-minute, maybe a 30-minute drive out here. That last section was a dirt road, and it's technically off limits for rentals. I have to go through this puddle, and it's quite big. I'm gonna go along the side this time, because last time I went straight through the middle and it came up to like pretty high on my knees. So I'm gonna try to do it along the side, slower than I did last time. But this is where I ended up, and I'm gonna look on the map and see exactly where this is, but I'm pretty sure this is along the north part of the island. Another thing I realized about these cameras is that the different lenses have different levels of stabilization, and so if you're walking with the 1X, which is what this looks like, it's really smooth. It has 5-axis internal stabilization, so it's like super smooth. But this is the wide, the 0.5X, and you can see how it's a lot more jiggly. Generally, wider lenses are naturally more stabilized just because you don't see as much movement, but there's a big difference in this 0.5 to this one. I mean, look how smooth this is, and I'm just like walking. And I think the 2X has the stabilization too. So it's just amazing that you would need a gimbal really on a big DSLR to get this same amount of stabilization. It's incredible. I mean, let's just take a moment to look at this beautiful scene too. Wow. Those clouds and that dynamic range on these cameras is incredible. So you can see the light, you can see the dark, you can see everything in between. It's amazing. Look at that. Gorgeous. Do you use your zoom buttons? They are awesome, but when I pulled my Instagram the other day, about 50% of the people said they don't use the zoom function. And so I'm curious, drop me a comment below. Let me know if you fully utilize this function, or if not, are you gonna try it? Let me know, comment below. And I'm about to head out to the other side of the island. I'm going to the east side of the island to go explore another section. And I'm gonna keep talking about this camera and hopefully giving y'all some more ideas about how to use it for yourself with marketing purposes and personal shooting content, and also some photos. So about to hop on the scooter and take a cruise. I made it to the east side of the island and it is crazy windy over here, so I'm hoping you can actually hear this. But one of the things that I also wanted to mention was slow motion. These cameras have insane slow motion on them, and I'm about to show you exactly what this looks like in this amazingly blue water that's crashing on the rocks. One of the things I'm really worried about is all of these clouds and all of these clouds. That is pretty scary. And I just drove like 25 minutes on my scooter over here and I don't want to get caught in that. So I'm gonna head back. So another cool thing you can do with your 3 different lenses is taking photos. And so earlier today we were watching sunset at the beach and got these 3 photos, but always shooting all of the options, 0.5, 1 to 2x, is going to give you so much more to work with afterwards, because sometimes those might end up better. You might like the 0.5 versus the 2, and it kind of all changes. So that is kind of the end of the day. We're eating here dinner and wrapping up this vlog for the day, but definitely like, comment below, do all the good stuff, and let me know if you're going to use this strategy when you're out shooting, because it's super easy and it's always a great time. Cheers.